Hey friends, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead, and today we're going to make chicken Alfredo casserole. Now, what you're going to need is a couple of cups of diced up chicken. This is leftover chicken from our roast chicken last night. You're going to need a cup and a half of minced onion, about a tablespoon or two of minced garlic. You're going to need however much spinach you want. You're going to need a cup to a cup and a half of Parmesan cheese. And you're going to need a couple of cups of our homemade bechamel sauce and a buttered casserole dish. Let's get started. First and foremost, I've made my bechamel sauce ahead of time. And I'm going to just add about 3/4 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. Now folks, you can use mozzarella, you can use whatever cheese you want, but when it comes to Alfredo, Parmesan is king. Now my bechamel sauce is cooling down, but that's okay. We're just going to drop in our couple of tablespoons of minced garlic, and we're just going to stir that right in so that it gets spread really nicely. Oh, I almost forgot. You're going to need some noodles. These are already cooked. You can use whatever noodles you want. I'm just using what I got on hand. Now what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take my bechamel or white sauce, whatever you want to call it, and I'm just going to dump this in right over our pasta because I want a nice even coat. If I was going to be layering grated like cheddar in here, if I was going to do it in layers, I wouldn't mix it right in with the pasta. But we want this really nicely coated with this thick sauce. And I've got this thick because we're going to be putting spinach in and it's going to give off juice. And the raw onions are going to give off juice. So you want your sauce fairly thick so that when the juices run, it'll thicken it up and everything will come together beautifully. Now before we go any further, I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt. You use whatever salt you like. And I'm going to use about a half a teaspoon of cracked black pepper. Okay. Now first, we are going to kind of layer this in one sense that we're going to put a layer of spinach in. And I don't want it to dry out on top. So we're just going to put a layer of this on the bottom. And we're just going to drop our chicken in here. All over like that. So yeah, okay, I'm layering it. I'm just not layering it with cheese. Then we're going to drop our onion and the last little bit of garlic in there. I'm going to spread that all out just like that. And a beautiful thick layer of spinach. And don't panic when you see this much spinach, folks. It wilts and cooks down really, really small. And besides, this much spinach gives you lots of vitamins and minerals and iron. And your family won't notice it because all they're going to taste is the rest of the ingredients.
Forgot the fiber.
Oh yeah, sorry. And my son reminded me. Plus fiber, of course. All right, so let's get this on here. And like I said, if you want to put some mozzarella on top, you go right ahead. But I'm just going to add some more Parmesan right on top. And I'm going to cover this in tin foil to keep all the moisture in. And we're going to bake this at 350 degrees for about an hour. 45 minutes with the tin foil on, 15 minutes with it off to brown up. All right, we'll see you when this comes out of the oven. Woo, look at that. Let's get Papa to the table. Girls, you're going to have to excuse the fact that Wolfie's sitting here in nothing but a pair of towels. But him and Arthur have been working like troopers all day. Well, Howie got home at little afternoon and he's been going crazy. But things are getting done. This is chicken Alfredo casserole.
Très bien.
Awesome. How about you, Arthur?
Pretty good.
Awesome. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead saying chicken Alfredo casserole. They'll never know it was from leftovers. Bye-bye.